Right, I've explained this before. The map that you're looking at shows to the north and to the west where he is going to be deploying his forces. It's not such a big problem for me this time because I'm going to see exactly where he deploys his forces before I then go on to deploy mine. So it gives me an idea, I suppose, of where he might be coming on. If he's got any sense, just to the bottom left hand corner of my square, just there over to the left of it, you see that sort of squiggly sort of area. That's probably going to be a hill, so I might be able to put artillery on there and fire down at my fortification. Oh, I don't know. Be interesting to see if he's already made a hole in the wall again, won't it? As seems to be happening these times whenever there's a siege. Maybe I should have checked that this time actually during the siege and just had a look at the building to see if it had been damaged. I don't know. Yes, look at that. It's been damaged already. That's what's happening during these sieges, isn't it? He's damaging it, isn't he? Now this is cold, so I expect it means that he will struggle. What does it say on here, by the way? The enemy will try to smash their way in with siege equipment. Use your heaviest troops to defend any breach in the walls and be prepared to sally forth and take the fight directly to them. The enemy will try to wipe out all defenders, and if your men rout en masse in the settlement, the battle is over. Now, what I used to do in Empire Total War is simply block this area off here with troops and fire into there because I knew he would charge through those areas there. He's got more wise now. He will attack through there, certainly, but he'll also send troops over the walls from different sides as well. And these armed citizenry really are pretty useless. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll form up for the battle, and then I'll show you the formation that I've decided upon. Right, well, let's have a look over at the battlefield. This is where the wall's been breached. I'll put some Jaegers out here. I've only put them there really because I want the Chevaux de Frise to go across there, because he's most likely to come across there. I've also put Chevaux de Frise across the gateway this time, just in case he comes through here. And I've put some across here in case he breaks down the wall there as well. I don't think it's very likely that he's going to break down the wall there as well, but it is on that side. And I've got the Chevaux de Frise to use, so I might as well use it. I've defended the central position. This is what he has to take to win the game. So across here, of course, I've got the Chevaux de Frise, and across here I've got the Chevaux de Frise. I'm having a bit of a trial on troops in buildings this time. I'm not sure how effective they've been in the past, and I suspect they're a bit of a magnet for him. I think he attacks the buildings. Once he's got into the buildings, he undermines my position here. So I'm actually going to leave the buildings without troops inside this time and see what happens. The artillery is such an awkward thing to use in a fortification situation, so I've put it here. I've defended it from any fire by putting it behind this barricade, but really I think that it's a complete waste of time. You know, I've also, the other reason why I put it behind here as well is it gets the horses out of the way because they just take up too much room. So what I'm expecting is that he'll attack through here, at least with some of the troops. These here are on grape shot, which, well, they should be. There you go. It's called canister shot on here, and I've got just to back that up, just in case he comes through this gate, I've got some Chevaux de Frise across there as well. Of course, if he comes through there with infantry, there's little or nothing I can do about that, and I will simply lose the artillery. And because of all the Chevaux de Frise around and the very constricted circumstances that I've got inside here, I've left my cavalry completely out on the edge, totally the opposite side. If you look on the top right now in that square, you can see my horse are here. I've got my hussars and I've got my uhlans all there. He says, looking now just to see where his general is. I've left my general at the back. I think actually I might just leave my general in this. I'll leave the general in the centre because I'm hoping that he's going to inspire troops, really. He's not going to be fighting, he's just going to be inspiring the troops, and let's hope that he's okay. I wish I could dismount him, to be honest with you. I'm just jigging round now just to get him into the right position. Sorry about that, all over the place there, wasn't I? But if I just put that there, you should see, normally anyway, sort of like a zone of control. That's it. You see how he goes all the way around there, all the way around that zone of control there. I'm not going to leave these men here, by the way. I'm going to move them out to various positions that I think are going to be strategically useful to me. You know, but he can, that general, he can rally routing troops, and he can inspire specific units as well. General can choose to inspire a single unit for a short period of time. This boosts their morale, improving their ability in battle. So I'm expecting that I'm going to have to get this general out or rather point him him at various units, probably this one here in this corner, certainly in one of the corners. And we'll see how we go on. He's got young guard, he's got old guard, he's got far better quality troops than we've got. We can only fire in a single rank, remember, which is one of the ridiculous things about this game at the moment, which really annoys me. So I'm going to have to use these Jaegers, I know they say Voltigeurs then, these Jaegers to provide some kind of flanking fire, you know, so that we can maximise the kind of fire that we can put in. I've put all my citizenry on the walls. Basically they're useless for anything else. They're just cannon fodder, aren't they, these things? So I'm just hoping they'll man the guns and they'll take out some of his troops on the way in. Well, that's the overall plan anyway, and the cavalry will be standing around waiting to chase off any routers, or hopefully sort of rush in at the last minute to see if they can help. This is his army. I'll show you how clever he's been with his army in a moment. This is... he's divided it into two, by the way. I'm looking at the moment on the western side. When you look on the top right map, you see that big red T-square. Well, just down at the bottom of that, that's where my marker is. Can you see it going up and down there? This is his first lot of cavalry here. These are light horse, chasseur cheval, and you can see also his foot chasseurs. They're light foot, good firing troops. These, I don't really worry too much about artillery in these kind of battles. Yes, they'll knock the walls down and do it in an uncertain way, which is a pain, but other than that, I'm not too worried about it. And here are the old guard. These are the boys that we're going to be a bit scared of. And down here we've got, this looks like the best army he's got in his army, by the way. More old guard. Look at this. And Fusiliers of the line. And Grenadiers of the line. Notice he can get Grenadiers of the line, and he actually he's got 85 out of 85, so they're probably similar to mine. They're all slightly better, by the way, than mine, but anyway, Fusiliers of the line, so he's got Fusiliers instead of Musketeers like I've got. Same again, Fusiliers here, and there's his general. But if you look over this side, I'll just click right over so that we can look at all of these all at once over here. Look how jammed these are all together. Now, just come into the centre of this, and you'll see what I mean. Get right up close here. Difficult to see. Can you see two chevrons in there? There you go. That's how tightly packed these units are. Foot chasseurs, Fusiliers of the line. Look at these. 4 chevron infantry as well. Well, in fact, they're artillery, aren't they? But there's some troops over here as well. The Fusiliers of the line, 111 of them. 3 chevron infantry. All very, very good troops that we're going to be fighting against here. And here's the young guard as well. I'll have a quick look at the young guard. I'll be turning the sound on now, and we'll see where they go. I hope that the cold fatigue affects them during the battle as well, which will be nice. And also that there's some of the casualties that they've suffered, or rather the attrition they've suffered, will be good for me as well. I might even run round the back attacking his artillery with my cavalry, but anyway, we'll see where we go. But my poor Russians don't look like they've got much of a chance, to be quite frank with you, in Galicia. They're just not really up to the job, but anyway, let's see if you can, lads. They have suffered a bit on from the siege, of course, but we'll see where we go from there. Right, I'll turn the sound on, see where we go. Right, you should be getting some sound in this battle now. We've just started. Oh, crikey, look at them fanning out big style now, aren't they? So let's see what we can do in here. I need to get these Jaegers out of the way. Certainly don't want them being right there where they could be in trouble. I'm going to move all my Jaegers, I think, wherever they are. Here, here, and here. I think it's those 3, isn't it? Move those to the back, over to, say, here. There's a good reason for this. Well, I hope there is, anyway. The idea is that, in fact, I could probably do with some... Oh, these as well. What do they do? Ah! Now, they're my musketeers, aren't they? They're foot. I might just leave those there for now and see what happens. Or do I bring them inside? No, I'm going to bring them inside. I'll bring them inside and I'll put them on melee only, so they don't fire across my own troops. I'm moving fairly slowly. I'm doing that on purpose because I don't want to get any kind of fatigue, of course. Looking around, it doesn't look like anything is going for my artillery, does it? Sorry, my cavalry, which I reserved in order to attack his artillery, perhaps. Maybe I'm hidden, you never know. Look how quickly his troops are moving as well, and we're on normal speed here. Goodness me. Right, okay, we're firing away at him hopefully from the walls right now. He should have taken some casualties, I hope. In comes his artillery, 85 out of 85 still there, so we haven't got any of those down, have we? So, okay, everything's getting into position, moving away. The idea is that if he charges his cavalry in, he'll go over the Chevaux de Frise. He's nothing like as stupid as he used to be, I'm afraid, with the Fusiliers of the line there, with the cavalry. He does tend to reserve them. Mind you, the updates in Empire Total War did the same. They tended to reserve the cavalry and look after the artillery with them. It is a problem when it's an hour-long game, which is what this one is. I don't know how long this is going to go on for, but it is set for the possibility of an hour.